Hello Rimfire friends, hope everybody is doing well. So this is my match recap video as I had promised or mentioned. After shooting this match this past weekend with my Anschutz 1710, my new to me Anschutz 1710. This was my first match after a long layover, like over a year and a half kind of thing. And I didn't pick this match in particular. I've actually picked an easier match, and it happened there were some issues, and I ended up shooting this match, which was, I would call, an extreme difficult level match for somebody like me. But hey, I'm gonna run with it. Now I want to add and get all my excuses out of the way that this is the first time I had shot a rifle like this in any match, any sort of level. I'd only kind of zeroed it a few times with some ammo, and I wasn't expecting really anything level than mediocre, and instead I got my ass handed to me by the level of difficulty of this match, and I'm okay with that. I learned a lot, and I'm gonna kind of go over that really quickly. I'm gonna, like, spare you guys all the in-depth details of this match and show you too much footage. I actually filmed very little because I tried to focus most on shooting, and I think I mentioned before that my match coverage videos, although I like watching them and my fellow shooters like watching them, they're extremely boring and very little views I get on this channel, so I'll spare you guys all that sort of thing. Before I move on, I've got some questions before. I thought I'd address them now about this guy up here, this bike frame up here. For those of you who are wondering, that's a Vetus 979. And I'll quickly say that it's a bike frame that was made before the days of TIG welding knowledge on aluminum. And so it was assembled, Vetus 979, with epoxy and a press fit. We're talking like an early form of joining aluminum together. This was a pretty successful race bike from France. And it's worth a good read if you're interested in metallurgy and that sort of thing. But yes, it was an early bike frame before they knew how to weld aluminum properly, and it was assembled with a very early form of epoxy. Check it out, it's kind of cool. So that's an original Vetus 979 frame. Anyway, so when I started out wanting to shoot this match, I thought, hey, you guys have known I've had this Bruno 4, and I've had this Manners stocked 455 and Arca rails, and well, all these crazy DIY accessories and Atlas bipod kind of things and all that sort of thing. So, well, I only own a couple of sling stud bipods. I don't have a lot of non-arc accessories because that's really all I use. So I took this beautiful rifle here. Let's have a good look at it. And I bought one of those Picatinny adapters to sling stud. I put it on there, got it nice and secure. The Anschutz has a really secure sling stud. It's not just screwed into wood. It actually has a proper T-nut from the backside because, well, it's an Anschutz. And I got myself a quick release adapter, and I monkeyed with it and put a small Arca plate on it. And what this allowed me to do, well, in theory, was it allowed me to run, don't mess this up here. It allowed me to run Arca adapters on my sling stud. So I thought, well, hey, that's great because I can take all my little accessories that I had from all these time shooting competitions, and I can run them on my little adapter, like this, for example, which is a plate, and I can run ladder stages with it and strap stages rather, at all sorts of cool low profile stages, and it'll help me out. Well, bipod. In theory, that was a great idea. However, what it did was it put the point of contact very far out from the balance point of the rifle, which is properly set up for silhouette right here, and it messed with the whole juju of the rifle, so to speak. So it was completely useless when rubber hit the road in the match for me, and I quickly realized that was a big mistake. Now, I won't say that I won't leave it on there just to have it, but I spent most of the match just shooting off one bag as close to the mag as possible, and I felt more comfortable that way. I'll also say that this rifle performed flawlessly. It shot as tiny groups in the morning 0 and the afternoon 0 session as it did in my 0 session previously. It shot tiny holes, and when this guy was on point, it hit the targets. I was the problem that day. I was weak in positional shooting. I was wobbly. I was out of practice. I was the whole thing. I was the problem. The rifle didn't have one failure to feed, fire, extract, nothing. It was perfect. So great rifle. What it did remind me of is that I need to work on my positional stability more than anything, because this rifle is capable of high level of accuracy, although it is not technically ideal for positional rimfire shooting. It's a silhouette rifle, so it's a compromise. It's wobbly, it doesn't plant well, it doesn't do anything it's supposed to do. However, I'm committed to run with it because, well, I love it, so I don't care. And to further my humbling experience, I placed like the bottom in the rankings. My friend and fellow shooter Kareem, who also bought a 1710 a few days before, took it to this match basically after owning the rifle for 2 days. He placed second in this match with this rifle with a terribly adjusted trigger. Only owned it for a few days. Didn't ammo test with it, just ran long range match on it and placed second. I placed, I think, second from the bottom. So it goes to show you how an experienced practice shooter can perform with a rifle that is not designed stock-wise for this level of competition. And basically, if you're good at what you do, you could shoot a slingshot and probably win. So it was a good, humbling experience and food for thought for me. So for those of you who say, well, it's not the rifle PRS, that things won't work. Yeah, it's you. And it's me. That's my takeaway from this event. So this rifle, absolutely stock, whatever, can perform at a high level if you are capable of performing at a high level. So these cool things, as much fun as it is, yeah. Anyway, I'll leave that here. I won't dwell on it too much. So like I said, I didn't film crazy amount. I just filmed a couple little things. I'll put them in there. Also, I got some cool footage of my 1710 and Kareem's 1710 together. You guys can check that out. But I want to thank you guys as always for watching. Any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll do my best to answer them. But if not, humble pie for this guy, food for thought for this guy. It was a great experience. Got a match in another, I don't know, couple weeks. I'll try again, see if I can do better. Catch you guys at the next one.
You don't have to be worry about all things Northwest is soup. Yeah, put a couple
Hey guys, so we're gonna go standing, right? No deal. Change. Standing. And then roof.
I don't know if it's me or
23. Four. That was just one from the standing.
what kind of truck did you end up buying?
It's 2016 350 Super
Is it beige? I'll get the camera.
Okay.
Yeah. It all
Yeah.
the truck is 170.
Yeah.
Yes.
Impact.
Safe.
Perfect.
I was asking them yesterday. The guy who wrote it.
Who's ready?
Ready for you.
Who's ready? 3, 2, 1, engage.
Shoot in the correct sequence just for the fun of it.
How much time is this? Oh, well, I better switch sides then.
Sure. You ready?
Hell.
We do it for the video, right?
Yeah.
Ready? Oh, that'll be great for YouTube, Lyle.
Make it on YouTube, yeah.
Thank you. Monetization off.
So I wasn't two hits.
Oh yeah. Should have taken the form.
Impact.
The big cash fish lobster you allow? Just stick around there.
Impact.